let's go ahead and check our study guide. On my first one here, I need to simplify our fractions. Remember, that means to make it smaller. Use your divisibility rules. Think, what can I divide 12 and 15 both by? I know I can divide the top and the bottom both by 3. So I get 4/5. I can't go any smaller because I can't divide 4 and 5 by anything. My next one here, 18 and 30. I know I can divide those each by 2, and I can also divide them by 3. So if I can divide by 2 and 3, I can divide by 6. So I'm going to get 3/5. You could have divided by 2 and then by 3. That's fine, as long as you get the same final answer. Now look at this one, 12/10. First I'm going to simplify it down. I can divide the top and the bottom both by 2 to get 6/5, but notice the top is larger than the bottom. So I need to divide. That's an improper fraction. It goes in one time, and I'm left with 1 and 1/5. You could have divided first and then simplified. That's okay. Okay, let's take a look at our next one. Actually, before that, I want you to pause the video. I want you to tell me how you turn, let's do 9/2. How do you simplify 9/2? Pause the video and try that. Okay, let's go ahead and try my next one. Now I'm adding or subtracting. The first step to whenever you add and subtract is you need to have a common denominator. So here, notice my denominator is the same. It's both 12. So I'm just going to subtract across the top. 10 minus 6 gives me 4. And I keep that denominator at 12. Now remember, I need to put my fraction in simplest terms. So I'm going to divide the top and the bottom here, both by 4 to get 1/3 for my final answer. My next one, my denominator again is the same, so I'm just going to subtract across the top. 7 minus 1 is 6. And now I'm going to divide the top and the bottom by 2, and I get 3/4. Okay, let's come down here. Now I can see my denominators are different. So now I need that common denominator, and I know, right, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. 18 would be a match there for my common denominator. So I'm going to write 18. 9 times 2 is 18, so I need to do 4 times 2. It's 8. Again, I'm going to do the same over here. 2 times 9 is 18, so 1 times 9 is 9. I'm going to add those together now, and I get 17/18. I can't simplify this any further, so I can stop there. My next one, I need my common denominator, and I know it's going to be 12. So my first one, I don't need to change it. I'm just going to change my second one. 4 times 3 is 12, so I'm going to do 3 times 3. Now again, I'm going to subtract across the top. 11 minus 9, 9, 10, 11, 2/12. But this one I can simplify. So I'm going to divide them both by 2, and I get 1/6. Let's take a look at the back here. Now I notice I have the same denominator, so I can just go ahead and add if I add my whole numbers, 7 and 2 gives me 9. And then I'm going to add my numerators. 4 plus 5 gives me 9. And my denominator is 9. Now, I can simplify that fraction. I know 9/9. If I did 9 divided by 9, that's 1 whole. So 1 whole and 9 wholes, I get 10 as my final answer. Let's take a look at my other addition one here. Now, I don't have any fractions for my second whole number. That's okay. You can just go ahead and add your whole numbers and get 5 and keep your fraction as 4/5. Let's take a look at subtracting. Here I need to have a common denominator. I know that could be 20, so I'm going to rewrite it with my common denominator. 5 times 4 is 20, 1 times 4 is 4. I'm going to do the same over here. 4 times 5 is 20, 3 times 5 is 15. Now notice, I can't take 15 from 4. So this is a case when I need to break apart that candy bar. I'm going to take that whole candy bar here, 7 candy bars, change it into 6, and then I would have 20 20ths. So I'm going to do 20 plus 4 to get 24 20ths. If you made these both improper, that was fine. Now I can go ahead and do my subtraction. 6 minus 2 gives me 4. 24 minus 15 here gives me 9 20ths. 4 and 9 20ths would be my final answer. Okay, let's take a look here at this bottom one. Remember, I'm going to use that same strategy. I'm going to take that 6 candy bars and break it into 5 and 4/4. Then I'm going to set up my subtraction here. 5 minus 3 gives me 2. 4/4 minus 3/4 gives me 1/4. 2 and 1/4. Let's come down to my word problems. Miss Kennedy gathered 3 1/4 cups of basil leaves in her garden. If she used 2 1/2 cups to make some pesto, how much does she have left? Anytime you see that word left, we need to subtract. So here I'm going to subtract. I'm going to make my common denominator a 4, so I leave that one alone. I know 1/2. 2 times 2 is 4. 1 times 2. Oh, look what happens. 2/4 is bigger than 1/4. So I need to break that up. Now I have 2, and that was 4/4 and 1 more. 2 and 5/4 minus 2 and 2/4. You could have also made those both improper. 2 minus 2 would be 0. 5/4 minus 2/4 gives me 3/4. My last one here, Mr. Fishman ran 1 1/4 miles and then stopped for water. He kept running another 1 2/5. How much did he run all together? 1 1/4 and 1 2/5. So I'm going to make that common denominator. Whoops. That common denominator would be 20. So I'm going to rewrite it, my 20 on the bottom, multiply the top and the bottom by 5. I'm going to do the same here. 5 times 4 is 20, so 2 times 4 is 8. Now I can just add those together. 1 and 1 gives me 2. 5 and 8 gives me 13 20ths. Thanks for watching.